Can you see the new site, Gabi?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, it's okay now. Create better training activities with gamification. And I looked through to the site yesterday night, and it looks nice. Can you hear me, Eric?
Yeah.
But let's discuss after.
Yeah.
1 minute, not more. If you have.
No, I think we should start.
Okay. There are 5 participants here.
Yeah. We will look what it's the project is gamification, and the main point is that Andy in 2 minutes will introduce you to the platform. And the idea was that we present this online course, and that especially the visit to the gamification platform will be in the focus. And the partners in this project is University Center Limburg, where Andy is from, and then Square from France, and European Training Center, that's us, and then GT Arc in Germany, and PEDAS from Turkey, and IPRA Lima from Portugal. And here is our objectives and target groups and results. And you can see more on the website, which is iotvet.eu. And the project, which will finish in 2 weeks, has 3 main results. One is that we have made a lot of digital course models or modules for Internet of Things. And you can see in the blue frame what we have done. And if you look at the bottom, you will also see that we have made 50 exercises in healthcare applications, in unmanned vehicle and drones, and in smart cities, and IoT in factories, and autonomous vehicles. So there is a lot of material in the courses. Then we have made a AI-supported modern assessment platform. It means that when the students have worked with the platform, their answers will be evaluated and classified, and they will get a feedback so they can see where to improve. And the last is a fundamental result. It's a gamification-based distant learning platform, which Andy will tell you about. But that's 3 main results, and you can read more on the website. So now, Andy, if it's okay, we go over to you.
Okay, that's fine for me. Let's check for a minute. I'm going to try to share my screen. It's not possible for me. Henrik, can you give me maybe some rights to share my screen, because it says that the host has disabled the function for participants. Okay, I see it now. Let me check. I'm going to do my whole desktop. Okay. So if I'm correct, you see my first slide, is that correct? Henrik or Gabriel, can you confirm you see my screen?
I don't.
I can see that I have in mind modules of the digital course with module 1, 2, 3. Is that the first slide?
No, it's the slide from our university college that you should see. So it's not there. Let me check
It's not
again.
there yet.
Maybe I can do it like this. Can you see
Yeah,
anything
that's
like
great.
here? Do you see anything?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's
we can
there.
see it now. It's perfect.
It's when I make it full presentation mode, I think it's not working, but that's not a problem. I will do it like this. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. So I think all participants can see my first slide now. Okay.
Yes. That's
Okay, so maybe first to start for those who don't know me. So my name is Andy Veltjen. I'm a researcher at the UCLL, Research and Expertise. It's from the University College Leuven, Limburg, University College of Applied Sciences. So we do a lot of research, practical research there. And it's good to know that what's my background. So I'm a teacher in business informatics for secondary education. And then I have a master in communication media design, where I did my dissertation 16 years ago about simulations and games. So I was always busy with teaching, but also with new media. And that's why I'm here now also to present the platform, because this is something that we created together with the consortium. And it's a tool that we use for this project, and that is interesting for you now to look at. Just a little bit more about the situation is, you see there digital solutions. So I work in a department of the University College Research and Expertise, and we have 8 research and expertise centers. And the one where I'm working is digital solutions, and it's mainly the focus line technology enhanced learning, which speaks for itself. So, but I'm here to present you the platform. So now you know a little bit more about me and what I am doing here, why I'm presenting here. So you can see, maybe had it already in one of the first slides of Henrik, that we did a lot of things in the project. But you really have to know, because first I'm going to show you some very important things to see about the platform itself, and it's easier to follow. So I first want to tell you some information that you need to know on beforehand, because that's easier to follow when I do a demo. So I will also do a live demo. I hope everything will go well, because as you know, it's always difficult by doing things live, especially when you work with online systems. And of course, it's double difficult while doing a presentation, a live demo via the Zoom meeting. So, but the platform itself, you see here, it consists of 2 parts. The first part is the gamification platform for the assessment, to assess yourself. And then there is a second part, and that's the digital course that we have. You notice also in the project itself that there is an AI assessment platform, but that's incorporated in that gamification platform. But everything you will see in the demo is starts with the gamification platform. It's built up. You can have access to the digital course, the wiki that you see here at the right side, via the gamification platform. But of course, if you want, you can also use them separate. So you do not really have to have or have to play or use the gamification platform. You can also just surf to the digital course, the wiki. It's just like we know Wikipedia or other wiki information platforms that you have. You have direct access to that course, and there you can also find immediately information about the course that we developed. So that's important to know, because you will see that sometimes when you work with the gamification platform, you go to different other tools. Like one tool is the digital course here that you find, the wiki, where you can find the information about the whole course. So everything is there. It's also something that maybe later, after you played the gamification platform and you need to know something that was written in the course, you always have access, and you can use it more like an encyclopedia or a biography or something, a library for all this information on gamification IoT. What else I have to say? Also, what you will see in the demo is that you can see that it goes also to another tool, and that's the Google Forms. It uses the application, the gamification platform uses Google Forms to assess yourself. So there will be some answers that you some questions that you need to answer, and that will happen via a Google form. If you submit your answers, the Google form will correspond then with the platform and gives you the points according to your correct answers, of course. So that to make sure about how it's built up. So we start from also the gamification platform, and then you will see that other tools are used on that platform. I go a little bit further here. This is a picture of how you see it as a student when you open the platform. What you need to know about that is that also you see that in the wiki, where the digital course is created, we created 3 modules and 1/4, and that's on exercises, but that's not here needed. We don't ask questions for that on the gamification platform. And each module also has, here you have a map of a company. We call it the IoT company. It's the headquarters of them, and they have a lot of departments. It's in this case 4 departments that you can see. For instance, we start with module 1. So module 1 is the learning center. It's not very good visible because of the other things that are on top of it, but this is the learning center, and this is immediately the first module where you can start with what you see in around a department. You can find always immediately access to the introduction, the information. So this is the info IoT point. You see here, it's a black location button that is used, that always sends you directly to the information about module 1 that is here situated around the learning center. So in this case, it goes about the basics of IoT. That you can see. It goes about the architecture and components, and it goes about the protocol and connectivity. So what you will see later in the demo is that each section around this department has some questions on that topic. So you have first, what you need to do is you go to the information point where you will be sent directly to the correct module, in this case module 1. In module 1, you have a lot of information that you can read and where you can learn about these concepts. That's the important thing. So you have here also a module 2. So module 2 also of the digital course corresponds here to the protocol departments, and it has a lot of information about co-op MQTT, co-op protocols, overviews, application protocols, co-op single. So a lot of things on module 2, the protocol department, can be found here. Also here, you will have access via an information location button that corresponds directly to the second module of the Wikipedia, of the wiki. It's not Wikipedia, but the wiki that we use. So then you have module 3. Module 3 is here located near the connectivity center, and it has also a lot of information like device connectivity, the LoRa, the LoRa1 info connectivity, and BIoT. So a lot of information that is created in the course of module 3 can be assessed around here, around these activity buttons. This is how you can call it. So that's basically how it works. And this is about the content. So you have on that map divided several spots where you can first learn about the content, about the course, and then you can do exercises. You have activities where you go to protocol overview, for instance, here, and you do some questions. If you have enough points, so you will be assessed. If you have enough points, you will see that you will get access to another activity points. So that's also a thing in this map that I can show you here. So in the next slide, I start with this locked activity and unlocked activity. So what this means is you will see that when you start with the game, most of all activities are locked, so you don't have access to them. You cannot click on them. The only thing what you can see is a key that is there displayed that tells you that you have no access. You first need to earn that key to open. So everything starts here with an unlocked activity, and in this case, it is here at the Learning Center. At the Learning Center, here you can find your first activity, and it's info about the IoT introduction. So that is the info to go to your first module. So when you arrive there and you opened that wiki of the first module, then you have time, then you will see that IoT basics, and that's the first activity, will also get unlocked, and you will have access to that. So in that way is everything working. So each time when you succeed in an activity, the next activity near the department will be unlocked, and you can move on through the full map through the game. Important here also, what you can see is here you have the portal to the exercises, so that's the test center. There are a lot of exercises created where you can do hands-on, step by step is explained. You can download these in PDFs, and you can find there information on really doing some hands-on exercises, what is, of course, the issue or the goal that we have to do at the end. It's not only about learning information, but it's also on doing some practical things, of course. Maybe because I'm talking now about that, it's good that I show you, for instance, one of these exercises. So this is an exercise that is created here on autonomous vehicles. And this is what I talk about. So this is a good exercise that you can try, how you can work with Arduino and LDR, and what skills do you need. So all exercises are built up in the same template. So what are the skills? What are the required materials that I need? That you can find here. And then you also have, of course, the implementation of the exercise. And it's more of a step-by-step guide that you can find. So there are a lot of over 50 exercises that I think, or even more, that you can follow. So it's not only information and questions. So it's also practical work that you can do afterwards. But the intention of the platform itself is not testing the practical exercises, because that's indeed not really possible with this. Here we can only test knowledge and that's the intention of the platform. What you see is then also here a button where you can click on for seeing other players. So if you click there on other players that are also enrolled in that course are visible. You have then your gamification layer, the coins and the badges here at the top, where it starts with the coins. So for each question also you can earn coins. The more better answer, the more coins. And also depending on the module you are. Like in the first module, it's not that much coins that you will receive at the beginning, but the more you evolve, so when you get into module 3, you earn a lot of more coins for each right answer. You also can see that there are 3 badges that you can earn. The first badge is more like as a beginner badge. You have then an intermediate badge, and at the end is the badge where you can receive also your diploma or your certificate, how we say it at the end, that you can download also, but something that we will see later. Then you see the avatar that you have. Because you earn some coins, with these coins you can buy stuff for your avatar. So you can buy clothes, you can buy new hair, you can buy a lot of things, new eyes, a lot of things is possible here. It's very nice to work with. Also, when you go to other players, you can see how your other students or other participants of the gamification platform, what they are doing with their money and how they look. So this is all possible in here. Then I go to the next slide. Short introduction to that digital course. So as I said, you will send by an information point on the map to the correct information on that topic. And it sends you to a very easy to use wiki that has not much overload on other information. It's just only what you can see here is your course navigation at the left. You have here a search bar, easy to search on content of the course, of the full digital course. And you have then your language selection, because we have it in all languages, Portuguese from the consortium, like Portuguese. We have English, we have Turkish, we have German, and we have also Danish. So a lot of possibilities. Everything is in multi-language. You have account info, but you need to know that you don't need really an account. So everything is free, accessible without account. But if you have an account, you also have an extra function, and that's what you see here beneath. You can comment on the course. What is very interesting also for working together with peers, when you have questions for them on specific topics, we from the project can see your comments and we can help you if you have questions, but also you as students can together or everybody who wants to give some information or some comment on the course can share their knowledge and start a discussion at each page or each location of the wiki. So that's basically how the digital course is built up, very easy to use. So now for the demo, I think it's time. I'm going to show you most of these things so that you see now how it works, but it was important that these first steps that I told you that in some couple of slides, that the idea is getting more clear, because when you see the platform maybe the first time, it can go quite fast and not everybody understands it very well at the beginning, because it's more also you feel that when you play the game yourself, it's very easy to understand, but when somebody explains about it, it needs to have some more steps to understand everything clearly what we do with it. So let's start with that. Here, I have two screens that I can show you for the platform, because that's also maybe interesting to know. Everything what is created has a dashboard function. And in that dashboard, we can create also other games, because it's built up like an editor. So it's more like a sort of software that has not really content in it, but we put it all the content in it. So the map is created by us. We uploaded that in there. All the exercises are created. So we have to see if we have more time for that, maybe that I can show you in a quick way how that is done. Maybe just to give you an example, it's good to see like the dashboard for me is I'm the trainer now, what you see here, and I have some players. At this moment, there is no player assigned, but I have also the shop here available to see what are the possibilities. I have badges that I can create. So these things you see here, new badge. So I can create these badges myself. So all the things, so you have to see that also other games can be created for other content. Even if you do something like for financial literacy, it's also possible to use the software to create a gamification learning game or assessment platform with the same software that we created by ourselves. The exercises is more like that. You see here the map that we can upload, and for each exercise or each activity, I can maybe here click on it, and you can see that I can give a title, I can give descriptions. I even can say like, okay, I assign with a score on that exercise this point or this key. For this exercise, you need to have first the other key, a key module here of part 3. So you see all these parameters are set by us in a sort of editor. So this means that this software can used by other trainers, other teachers to create their own game. But we're not here for that part learning. I'm here for showing you the platform that we created with our digital course. And that can be found in here. So it is good to know that, so as a trainer, how can I receive the link? So here is a QR code, but there's also a link that you can copy. With this link, for each game that you create, you can give it to the participant, and he can then follow the link, and immediately when he does that, he gets here and can create its avatar. So account-wise, it's very easy. You will receive an email. You need to just give in your email address. You receive an email, and from that email, you get a token where you click on, and you will land on this page. So it's very easy for login. You do not need to create passwords or something. It's just giving in your email address. You will receive a link with a token that immediately gives you access to this screen. So I create my avatar in here. So I call myself Mr. Veltjen, and I chose for this character. I continue. First of all, what I see is I get a short explanation, introduction on the IoT Company Explorer game, where it says it's important for help and instruction, go to the info hub. So I read everything and I say, okay. So that is what you see in here. So I can see now the info and hub instructions. So if I click on that, there is a full explanation on how everything works, how you can unlock, and especially also that you need to start at the beginning of the learning center. So all the information on starting is there. Also, when you're stuck on anything about how to solve issues, everything is written here in the help button, and it's always accessible each time when you click on that. So you see the full map has, as I showed you before, a lot of activities here around all departments. All the departments are locked except the test center and the learning center. So what we can do here is at the learning center, you see that the first activity, the info of the IoT introduction course, is available. So you can click on that. So if I want to click on other disabled activities, you can see if I click like IoT basics, it says it needs key module 1, part 1. So I cannot have access. For this, I need part 2. I even can click on other parts, like here, the protocol overview from the protocol department. It also needs key module 2, part 1. So I have no actions anywhere. Only here to the test center that are the exercises to download. But of course, I want to start with module 1 in the learning center. So if I click on that, it gives me the information that I need to go online to the course and that I can learn everything on the basics of IoT. So if I click on Go, you will see that it directly sends me to the wiki we've spoken before about. So it sends me to module 1. And here in module 1, I can find all the information of the exercises, the questions that will follow next, and that I will show you while progressing the gamification platform. So just to show you about the module itself, like everything is built up like a wiki, as we know, if you search on the internet, but it's a digital course with all these options of commenting, searching. The pages are built up like this. You have, like, for instance, the Internet of Things, first topic. I have here also my page content where I can go. So it's a very well structured navigation that you can find, an index. So you can scroll and you have all the information about everything that you need to know also for answering the questions that will be found in the course. So this wiki is not an interactive part, so the exercises are not in there. So here is just only for looking information. It's a digital course on finding all the content. It's like a digital book that you are reading. It's not a PDF, but it's a very easy way. And you can go, like for instance here, module 1, I go to the third part about the protocols and the connectivity. And here I can find my information about that. If I go to module 2, for instance, I go to application protocols. And here I can find also more information about the second module, where you have some videos that you can follow, some other descriptions and explanation about the content. So you see it's freely to use and also standalone. So once when you are in the wiki, the digital course, if you want, you can do the full course and read your own and do the exercises later on the map. But of course, it's also nice to say, I only do now module 1 because these are the first questions I'm now busy with. So you read through the information and later on, hopefully you can solve the questions. So what you do next is, for instance, I go to here, and if you looked very fast, you see that IoT Basics is now unlocked. And that happened because I went to the Info IoT introduction. So it forces me, if I go to that first information of the digital course on module 1, then I have access to the IoT Basics. And what we now have to do is I go to that, and it says that there is an exercise that after scoring a minimum of 75%, I receive a key to the next question. That will be architecture and components. So let's do that. So I go to there. And then you see what I told before. So assessment exercises are done via this forum. Very important, what you need to do is that you use the same email address that you used for the token. So I told you before, so when you go to the link, you first need to give in an email address that will send you a link, a token, to do the platform, to use the platform. But for this, the connection is known by your email address. So it needs to be the same. For me, it's andy.veltjen@ucll.be. So I used this email address to create my avatar. That's also the email where I received the token. So then the forum knows what to do with the score. So it collects the score and sends it back to the gamification platform. So that platform needs to know if it gives me the next exercise or if it tells me you need to redo. I maybe just can do some points that normally is not okay. So I just give on the 8 questions some questions, and then we'll take a look at what happens to our platform here. So I see that at this moment I earn 200 coins. That's okay because I had probably some questions right, but there is not an architecture and components activity opened. I go and check my IoT basics again, and there you see that I only scored 2 on 8. So it sent my results to the platform, and 2 on 8 is not enough because I need 75%. So I earn 200 coins. So what I can do is now I need to redo the exercise because otherwise I cannot go further. So let's check and do it again. So I now go to my exercise, and then I need to know which of the following describes the concept of IoT. I'm going to go a little bit quick over the questions because that is not really the case we are here now about. It's only about showing the platform. So let me check. It's 3, 3, and then we have 1, 2, like this. I think this should be a better score. So let's check the gamification platform. What you see now is that, of course, the architecture and components activity is free to have access to. I will check maybe also on the score, and you see that I have now a maximum score, 8 on 8. I also have extra coins. I have now 800 already, and the next exercise is opened. So also here, that activity, I click on go, and now I can go to the next exercise. So also here I check with my name, and I will quickly fill in the answers, the correct answers. Check 1, 2. Then for 5, we have 1 again. Then it's 4, like this. So, and if I'm correct, I should be now have access to, yes, it is the following exercise you see. I can also check my score here. So I had a maximum again, 10 on 10. I have 1,000 points. Also here, what you see is you had to have a minimum of 80%. Now I have 100, but if I had one question wrong, that was not a problem. So if I even 2, if I had 8 on 10, that was also sufficient to go further. You see also I have my coins here added. Later on, I will go, or maybe not to forget, what can I do now with these coins? Of course, these coins, I can buy things. So if I click on my avatar, I have here now a lot of nice stuff that I can buy. And so for instance, I go for this blue shirt, and you see now I have a blue shirt on it. If I want this very nice glasses here, sunglasses, I can buy them, and I have them right now. Let's maybe also take some nice yellow hair like this. And now I have my yellow hair. So you can see that with everything, the money I can buy with the coins. So also each time when you have more and more coins, more possibilities in the shop, because now at the shop there is already a lot, but there is more coming each time when you're more in like 10,000 coins. There will be appearing a lot of other stuff that you can buy. So it's very nice. And as I said here, at the right side, everybody who is also in the game, you can see their avatars and you can see how many points they received. But we go on now with the third exercise, the last activity here for the Learning Center. You also can see, if you look very good, I zoom in a little bit, that there is a star, so you can earn a badge here. And that means because with that badge, you can move on to another department, and that's the second module, protocol department. So if I go to that exercise, it also tells you that I need to have a minimum score of 50% here, and it says you can earn your first badge with the correct answer. And also you receive a key to unlock the information at the research facility. So that means the protocol department, where you can find another module and some other information. So what I need to do here is now I go to that exercise and let's see what it does. So we having here 3 and 4, if I'm correct. So if I now go back, I have to see, and you see what happens. The badge is now ready. I received the key. Also here at the top, my badge is ready because I gave the correct answer. What you see, I have a score of 2 on 2. I earned again 200 coins, and I have now a badge that opened now here at the protocol department, the info about the protocols. So what is interesting is then going to there, and it's the same procedure as I showed you with the Learning Center. So now we are finished here. We go to the protocol department, where you have a lot of activities that you can do. Most of them are locked, as you can see. And I need to go first to the info of this one. And here I go to then the module 2 that is fully explained in the wiki in the part of module 2. Of course, I still have access to the other modules 1, 2, 3, because as we told you before, this wiki is accessible without working with the gamification platform. So you can ever surf to that and can find the information. And now it's on module 2. So it's very easy to have access. And then you can start also here in doing your thing. Like here, the module starts with about the protocols, and so it goes on. The first part, let me check. It's like this. And then you have this score. So now I have a second activity applications protocol that is here ready. If I go to that one, I have another question that tells me you need to have minimum 100 here to receive the key. And that's about, there is only one question. So, and if I go to that question, the answer is A, I assume. If I go back, you will see that the co-op is unlocked. And so is the full map doing it. So everything is following each other. So you first need to do the questions, the assessment, or at least first you need to go to the info points that will send you to the information on the digital course, the wiki that we showed. It sends you there. You can find the information there. Also, you can do the questions first, and when you see the questions, you can go to the wiki and search for them. Then that's also a way of how you can do it. But you need to answer the questions, and you need to have a score of a certain percentage that they tell you, because otherwise you cannot go to the next one. And that is important that you need to have that. So in this case, for the protocol department, you will follow also a sort of path. So you do there the co-op. Then if that is correct, you go to the MQTT information. And then you have a last one about co-op versus MQTT. So what I maybe can do is show you to fasten the process now, because of course we don't have that much time to do all the exercises, and it's also not that interesting now at the moment to do that in that very fast pace. But I can show you what will happen after you have done all the exercises. So that means that when you finished have all the exercises, the activities at the protocol department, then you jump, of course, to the connectivity center, where you first are going to do the info connectivity. And I can now manually also do that, because I told you before, I have a dashboard here. And if I go to my players in this, so I'm now at the teacher side again, so don't be mistaken. I have two tabs open. So this is the part of the creator of the game. So I can give everybody the keys. I give also here the badge. So if I go now to here, we will see, okay, that this is correct. And I need to give them just this key. Let me check. Yeah. So I have now the following badge, and I manually gave the person the keys to unlock all the exercises. Of course, the exercises, they get the key, but they have 0 points. So that later will be also visible in their, how do I say, in the diploma, in the certificate. But also here you see info connectivity. You click on that and it tells you, goes to the wiki, go to the course, and there you have module 3 where you can find your information on. So I've done that. Next is the device connectivity. Again, exercise that is shown. Well, what I do now is, okay, what at the end of everything. So because if all the questions are done correctly, you get a latest badge, and that's this one. If I click on that, you see it. It's the IoT Innovator badge, and that badge gives you already access to then the certificate. So I manually now, via the trainer dashboard, give all the keys, if that's possible. Yeah. Okay. Also give it like this. So this is now the situation when you normally finished everything. So everything is open. Also here at the last one, I have my badge open. And now you can see that there is a certificate that can be downloaded at your avatar. So when you click on that avatar, let me check. There is a certificate with the name that you have chosen, that you have the IoT Company Explorer demo that you did, and all the scores of the exercises are in there. So the 0 are the ones where I give the keys, of course, for free as a trainer, but all your scores are here displayed, and all the keys that you have are there on a PDF that you can download, so that you also have your score on that. So I think that I'm here. So good to know is that there is this a platform, just as a recapture all the things. There is a platform that gives you activities, exercises. You need to have a certain score for each exercise to unlock another one. That's basically how it works. The information can be found in the digital course that we created in the form of a wiki. That's the wiki where you have access to via the information points, for instance, like this. Here you can find. So also here you can do the full course. If you want to search something on protocols, you can do that, and you can find, that's not like this. You can find all the pages where your search is. You have possibilities to view discussions. It's at the bottom. For instance, here is already an administration question, but for that you need to have here a login. Remember that it's multi-language, so you can check the languages. So I can go, for instance, to German, or I can go to Portuguese. So it's all possible. But this wiki is more like the digital course, the digital book, where you can find all information. And that has a last module, of course, here, the downloads. Click to download the material of the exercises. So if you click on that, autonomous vehicles, we have drone applications, healthcare, smart cities, smart factories. So this is also the pleasure you can also do not only have information and knowledge to learn, but there are also practical examples that you can find here in that game. So that's basically it. So I have here my last slide to present you. So I think I'm also in time still. So if you have any questions on the platform or something, or you can always mail me. I have my email address in here. So andy.veltjen@ucll.be. And if you are maybe interested in using the tool also for other projects, that is possible, because the tool that we created can be found on, if I go to here, on a platform gate, where you can create more games. So it's possible for you, as you can see here also, if I go back, I can create more quests. We call it quests in here, but each game is sort of quests. So we have other games here also available. For instance, this one is a game on gamification itself, to learn gamification techniques to teachers, and it is a total different one. So also here you need to answer questions, you need to have minimum scores, and then you can follow these kind of modules to learn about gamification. But it's a other project, but you can see now that you can use the tool also for other projects, what can be interesting for some of you. So that's basically it. So I thank you for listening. And I'm now giving back the word to Hendrik.
Thank you, Andy. It was splendid. Any questions you have for Andy? No, it's also very much, but thank you. It was great. I think that we should stop. Have you a possibility to show how you go from the website to the online?
Let me check, Henrik, but I think that the link now is still not on there.
Okay.
Because that is, the English one we could already put online,
Yeah.
but that is still not there because of, let me check if Ali, there is only a link to the platform, the wiki. So here we should have on the online course, normally it should be also a gamification platform. There should be an extra one. And also there we need then to have the language, the multi-language links, because now we only have the English one available, but that is something that we still need to put on. So that will be, I think, it will not any minute it can be. So it's something just to put the links. The links are there, but we need to put them online on the platform. In the meantime, if someone needs the link immediately, they can always mail for the links, but they will be found maybe next week, can be on the platform of IoT. So this may be indeed good to have here the email address iotvet.eu. So all the information, the gamification platform, the digital course will be found, can be found here. So it's also indeed good.
So thank you. And we will be back, and hopefully we can have your instruction also on the website, because it was very, very, very instructive.
Mhm.
So if we close now and
Yeah.
say thank you, it was good, and especially thank you, Andy.
Mhm.
We will
Also,
meet again.
everybody, the rest for being here. So, but it's indeed good that we recorded. So also via that channels we can disseminate everything. So it was very nice to be here and to bring the full story in one take. So it's good.
Yeah, and you brought it well to life. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Thank you a
So,
lot, Andy.
And
Bye-bye.
we
My
will be in
pleasure.
contact.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.